It's a resolution to allow me to have not to exceed $15,000 for the purchase of a replacement vehicle for, basically it's for the water manager and city staff. The vehicle we have is a 1998 Chevy Astro van. It's in very poor condition. It actually has body panels that are falling off of it. A lot of front end issues. Anyway, I looked at new ones, talked to Public Works Committee and Finance about it. Suggestion was made that we try and find something, because we drive it so few miles during the year, we try and find something that's low mileage used. That's where we're at.
Questions from council? Councilmember Jones?
For it?
Yes, we do.
Any other questions from council? Is there a motion from council?
Approve resolution 14-1. I'll second.
Okay. Councilmember Jones?
It was brought up to finance, and like we said, we talked to them about the possibility of looking at a used vehicle versus higher level rate for new. There are very many options through the state and county of used vehicles, well-documented maintenance, an amount of time and usage. This will be primarily a public works vehicle, as well as the secondary support of the city. Correct. Or usages. I just think probably beneficial more than putting people in a 1998 Astro van that may or may not fall apart while they're in it, and cost the city a little more money than $15,000.
Councilmember Steiger?
Go.
Any other comments from council? Comments from the audience? Seeing none, roll call council.
Councilmember Holden?
Aye.
Councilmember Jones?
Aye.
Councilmember Cave?
Aye.
Councilmember Knudsen?
Aye.
Councilmember Steiger?
Aye.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is resolution 14-109. Are we going to see this one?
I can, sure. As discussed in the workshop, due to staff shortage over the past year or so, there is a large backlog of paperwork that is at home, and staff is requesting the hire of a temporary file clerk to assist in the reduction of the backlog for Public Works, Finance, and City Clerk. The position will be for 20 hours per week, for a total of 3 months for $10 an hour. The mayor has spoken with the union, and in your packet is also the draft letter of agreement that the union provided.
Okay. Any questions from council? Councilmember Holden?
As I recall, didn't we have a temporary in there last year in the filing?
Actually, we approved it, but it never got hired. Any other questions from council? Can I hear a motion from council?
Move to approve resolution 14-109.
Second.
All right, Councilmember Jones.
We've got things to do. Somebody's got to do it. Keep it on the down low.
Okay. Councilmember Cave.
Yeah, 3-month temporary assignment. Work done and see how far we get with it.
Any further comments from council? Any comments from the audience? Okay, seeing none, roll call council.
Councilmember Holden?
Aye.
Councilmember Jones?
Aye.
Councilmember Cave?
Aye.
Councilmember Knudsen?
Aye.
Councilmember Steiger?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next item on the agenda, resolution number 14-110.
It's a resolution for the P.C.S. agreement for the relocation on the Stewart Road power lines. The city's been working to construct needed improvements to the Stewart Road Corridor. A critical element of the project is the relocation of the P.S.E. power lines in the corridor. This agreement approves the payment to P.S.E. for the costs associated with the design and construction of the necessary power line relocation.
Questions from council? Councilmember Jones.
Money is approximately $241,834.26.
Correct. Correct.
And that money is coming from
Majority of it will be from TIB.
approximately how much of that majority are we looking to see?
We're hoping for all of it, but we do have matching with TIB, so.
And then, I think this was brought up before, but might as well bring it up again. Those TIB funds are still pending.
They're still pending. This is one of the things that has to be done, and then the Gordon agreement.
Any other questions from council?
Second.
Okay. Councilmember Holsey?
Well, if we don't approve this, we can't get the PSC to move the power line, we can't proceed with Stewart Road. We can all quit worrying about it, go home, go sleep. So we won't have the roads that we need.
Right.
Gotta move forward.
Councilmember Knudsen, was that your comment?
Yeah, that was.
Okay. Any other comments from council? Comments from the audience? Okay, seeing none, we'll call council.
Councilmember Jones?
Aye.
Councilmember Cave?
Aye.
Councilmember Knudsen? Aye. Councilmember Steiger?
Aye.
Councilmember Halsey? Motion carries.
Next item on the agenda is a discussion of South Cities Association, our position on the Transportation Benefit District by King County Council. When I go to the meeting on Wednesday night, they're going to take a vote from the city. You have an option to abstain, vote in favor, or vote against. My recommendation is we abstain from taking a position on this. One of my other thoughts on this, moving forward, is if we do decide to move forward with the Transportation Benefit District for Pacific, that we wait to see how the vote goes in April before we do move forward with that, because if King County does pass that $60 car tax, that will be passed on to the citizens. I would not want to put another 20 on top of that, as well as the sales tax. The other thing to keep in mind is looking at the numbers that Jim had showed us. If the King County one passes, there's no guarantee that it will be a 60-40 split as what they're hoping for. Right now, the King County executive has stated in the resolution, and I have not seen the final copy of the resolution, and we will be looking at it, I'm sure, on Wednesday. But originally he said he'd keep to his word, where 60% was going to Metro, 40% was going to transportation for roads, and that would come back to the city. That 40% that would come back to the city will equal about $183,000. So, which is more than if we did a $20 car tax, but the difference is quite astounding, I think, for the difference in price of the car tax. I have no idea how this is going to be. It's going to be on the April ballot for the Transportation District for King County. So, and that's my hope that the City of Pacific will be looking at that. We don't move forward with our own until after we see what happens in April when it goes to the ballot. Comment? Councilmember Case?
I think we should move forward with creating our own, just we don't create a funding mechanism right now. Because
Move forward with the mechanics.
that way, we have it in place. If the King County one passes, we have a place to put the money that's dedicated strictly for that use. And it's then the TBD for the City of Pacific directs the use of those funds instead of putting it in right now.
Councilmember Jones?
I don't think we can, I don't think, if we created TBD for our own, that they could acquire King County's TBD money. They would, I don't know how they could get that money. I mean, it's its own entity in itself to establish its own funding, not to acquire funding from another, unless they wanted a partnership with it. But
Or in King County.
I don't know how King County could get, and we could end up with the King County money, it would be paid to the city. As I'm reading this,
Councilmember Halsey?
Rather than abstaining, why don't we just vote no?
Well, we could. And here's some of the concern if we do vote no, is moving forward with any future projects as a coalition of cities And if we vote no, that takes away our power as a coalition of cities moving forward, then it kind of weakens the strength of the 39 cities, or well, actually there's 37 cities in the SCA coalition. By abstaining, we don't weaken the power. By voting no, we weaken the power on something that SCA is moving forward. Does that make sense? Councilmember Holsey?
Okay. According to council rules, someone votes on the council to abstain, the abstaining voter votes in the affirmative. Does SCA have that same rule?
No. When I had the conversation with the executive, Deanna Dawson, and I told her that our council had talked about it, and we're not in favor, and it was a recommendation that we abstain rather than vote no, but it isn't a vote for yes either. It's a vote that we're staying out of it because our city is doing our own thing. But it isn't a vote in the affirmative, and they keep track too of which cities abstained, which cities voted yes, which cities voted no. They keep a tally. That goes right on down the list. Councilmember Steiger.
I suggest that you look into that to make sure what you were told, because every place else I've ever been involved in, if abstain, it was a yes vote.
So, I will. And then if that's the case, on that vote no, is that what council's telling me?
No, if you choose, we have the privilege of recusing ourselves from the vote because we have our own issues on it. And recusing, that's no vote at all.
Okay. Any other comments from council? Councilmember Tate.
Yeah, I caution us on a no vote just because it's still, King County's moving forward whether we support it or not. If this passes, we're gonna want that 40% back, so us not supporting it could change their whole plans. If enough cities don't support it, there's gonna be cities out there. What my understanding is, when I attended the meeting, is SEA's recommending support with the council and then, or King County Council, and King County Council is gonna ask the participating cities to help market this thing to its citizens to get it passed. And if we vote no, or enough cities vote no, then King County